beautiful lady right here.
All right.
You know, because 100 years, oh my Lord God. So we know she's been blessed. Is that not right?
That's right.
Because the Lord said he's promised you 70 years, and with reasonable portion of help strength, he might give you some more time.
That's
Now she has some more time. Is that not right?
That's right.
30 more years. So that's a blessing, you all, for you children to be able to give your mother her flowers while she lives.
That's right.
That's a blessing.
Great blessing.
That's a blessing. That deserves a hand clap to you all. Now, my classmate, Miss Mildred, number 6, she called me and told me what you all were doing. I say, you doing what? We having a drive-by for, and she's always, every time I talk to her, she say, Mother. My mom was more me to us. It's mother. So I say, well, she said she's 100. I said, well, we got to do something special there, 100. So I told her, we're going to do a proclamation. Because it's not every day somebody turns 100, y'all. Now, do y'all think it's every day somebody turns 100?
Nope.
Okay.
That's right.
So I got together with her. She gave me some information. So if it's wrong, she gave it to me. If it's right, I did it all. A proclamation by the Speaker of the House and Representative Oscar Denton, commending and acknowledging the life of Mrs. Bertha May Hudson Drake, congratulating her upon the occasion of celebrating her 100th birthday. Whereas on Saturday, September the 9th, 1922, Warren G. Harding was 9 months into the second year of his second term as the 29th President of the United States. Lee M. Russell was in the second year of his term as the 40th governor of the state of Mississippi. Electricity was decades away from rural Mississippi. Pope Pius XI was only 6 months into his service as the head of the Catholic Church, and mechanized farming was only a fleeting vision in a field of dreams. Now, can y'all imagine those days back then? Now, we complain about going in there pushing a microwave, pushing something in the microwave, heating some food up. But I know some people in here know that the only way we heated some food up, you put it on the stove and you heated it up. There wasn't no such thing as a refrigerator. We had ice box. There wasn't no such things as a bathroom. We had outhouses. You know, I know you young folks out here don't know what that is, but ask your aunties and your uncles. They know exactly what that is. And I think we are better for it myself. You see, because you all don't even know what a telephone looks like. A real telephone. Not one you can walk around in your pocket with. Whereas, however, on this date, September the 9th, 1922, a marvel by the name of Miss Bertha May Hudson Drake was the 4th child born to her late parents, Miss Bertha Hudson and Mr. Willie Atkins of Hollandale, Mississippi. A precious gift of life and love, who now celebrate the most auspicious occasion of her 100th anniversary of her birth on Friday, September the 9th, 2022, with her family and friends acknowledge of her motherhood, civic activities, engagements, and longevity that has blessed the lives of the entire community in Mississippi and Tennessee, who served as a benefactor of knowledge, inspiration, and enduring hope shared with all, to commemorate on Saturday, September the 10th, 2022. Whereas from her humble beginnings, Ms. Drake was raised on a system of integrity, premised on the tenets of love, kindness, compassion, and the difference of respect and equality owed to all mankind, imparted by her parents, who instilled a central moral compass that echoed the heart of God, and the core ethic values encompass an importance of selfless sacrifice, family, community, hard work, and the love of God, which was rooted in her spiritual foundation, which was birthed at the Providence Baptist Church, at which she was an active member of the motherboard for more than 6 decades. Whereas the matriarch of her family dynasty, Ms. Drake, who attended Rose Hill High School, was an avid learner whose education was unfortunately only limited to the 8th grade. As the area in which she grew up, she had to go to work in the fields to aid to provide financial support for her parents and 6 siblings. But nevertheless, she preserved her employment before relocating to Pascagoula, Mississippi, subsequently returning to a familiar place of Vicksburg. Whereas faith lent itself to building upon the blueprint of divine design for a pattern of her life by the great deity, when she returned to Vicksburg to allow her heart to be pierced by the love and chivalry of Mr. Leon Drake, after rekindling flames of their affection for one another, the duo became bone of one another and flesh of one another. Flush after exchanging the nuptials of holy matrimony in 1944, building a lifetime of memories spanning 68 years, endured with the blessings of 7 children until Mr. Drake surrendered his sword to life, sands of time, to make his heavenly transition in 2012. Whereas one of the newest Mississippians to join the Centennial Club by virtue of achieving the gift, God's gift of age of 100, Ms. Drake has resiliently and persistently pent up for life while remaining a community pillar who has exercised the deity and nurturing hand of motherhood, not only for her 7 children, but her biological fruit of her wombs, Charles Drake, Leandrew Drake, Betty Drake Neal, Florine Drake, deceased, Billy Drake, Mildred Drake Gilliam, Lois Drake Coleman, and 72 grandchildren. 72 grandchildren. 39 great-grandchildren, 11 great-great-grandchildren, but for an entire community of individuals throughout the expanses of the city of Vicksburg in Warren County, those who have not moved beyond the borders, whereas one to allow involuntary abbreviation of her education, pursue to impede the insustainability desire of her learning the most important lesson, humility, grace under fire, and poise of professionalism. Mrs. Drake served as the housekeeper for several families in Vicksburg, helping to raise many children along the way, while obtaining from frequent participation in auxiliaries and social circles. Yet, the lasting impact impressed upon all she encountered along her life's remarkable journey are appreciated. The roles assumed as a nurse, a teacher, a songstress, a mentor, and continuous guiding force and inspiration. Whereas it is appropriately befitting to commend the life of such a remarkable individual as Mrs. Drake, who still exudes the gentle strength that has sustained her throughout her sometimes through her hard journey, and whose life is a testament to God's promise of longevity to those who diligently seek Him and obey His will. Now for there be resolved, as a member of the House of Representatives in the state of Mississippi, we do hereby commend the life and longevity of Mrs. Bertha May Hudson Drake, congratulate her on her most auspicious occasion, celebrating her 100-year birthday on September the 9th, 2022, and express sincere wishes for many more years of continued health, love, joy, and happiness. This day signed September the 10th by Philip Gunn, Speaker of the House. Yours truly, Oscar Denton, House of Representatives, District 55. Let's give Ms. Drake a hand. And I want to present this to Ms. Drake and the family. And I have a copy of this for each sibling. And if anyone else want a copy, give with Ms. Mildred, and we'll make that happen. Thank y'all for the invitation.
Thank you.